Welcome to the top of the morning show. It's your girl TTFromTheD, and I want to thank you for rising and shining with us on this beautiful Hump Day Wednesday. We are halfway to the weekend, and I have an amazing weekend. If it be the Lord's will, I have an amazing weekend planned. I'm going to be working with an amazing artist this weekend, and I'm super excited. And I'm going to be visiting a place I've never been for the first time, and it's going to be amazing. I predict it's going to be a sold out show, and it's going to be an amazing event. But in the midst of that all, today we want to talk about how to stop giving up on your dreams. Now listen, I don't care how old you are. I don't care what somebody told you. I don't care what you read. You're too old to do that. If you ain't did it by now, hey, listen, building the life you dream about takes one brick at a time. One brick at a time. You're not going to take all of your bricks and build that house immediately. You're going to need to lay it one brick at a time, so there could be stability, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. And with hard work and dedication comes a blueprint. But you first have to remember, you got to keep building, keep dreaming. So I'm going to leave you this morning 5 simple little tips a little birdie shared with me, and I'm going to share it with you on how to stop giving up on your dreams. Number 1. Now you can put these in any orders that affect you, whatever floats your boat. But number 1, change your story. Yeah, change your story. See, sometimes we can start out thinking one way, and we so hell-bent on doing things just that way that we don't open up our opportunity door and see the ram in the bush sometimes. And then we'll just throw the whole thing away. Like, yeah, you know what? This is not what I kind of thought it was going to be, so I'm going to just let that go. And it's like, well, maybe it is what you thought it would be, but not the way you're doing it. Some of y'all are, it's my way or the highway. If it don't work this time, if it don't work for me like this, then I guess it ain't meant to be. Maybe it could be that you're just not doing that thing right. That don't mean give up on your dreams. That means rewrite the vision. Now you can write the vision. But maybe the vision isn't clear. Maybe the vision isn't plain. Maybe the vision is too difficult. Maybe when you saw the vision, you couldn't even really wrap your head around it because you didn't understand it. But you went on and you said, I'm going to go ahead and put this out there. And you did the best you could. Although you didn't really know what you was doing, you did the best you could. And when that thing didn't work out the way you thought, or better yet, the way somebody told you it should be, you was ready to give up. What about doing things differently? What's that saying? Try again until you succeed. Change the narrative. You have the right to do that. That's why I suggest you write your vision with a pencil. Stop writing your visions and dreams with markers, permanent markers. Now, if you got a dry erase board and you choose to do that, that might work out perfect. But as you're writing your vision, until you get it solid, until you say, you know what? Yep, that's that thing. There you go. That's it. Until that happens, go ahead and keep writing in pencil so you can keep changing as you need it. That don't mean that you're giving up. That means that things have changed. We grow, we advance, we learn. We say, oh, that wasn't the best way to do that. We learned, and then we say, okay, let me take what I've learned and apply it appropriately. It's called growing. And if you're not open to that, if you think like you're above that, then you, my friend, will never really be able to accomplish your dream, your goals. Number 2, connect to your purpose. Did you realize, or do you know, that we all have a purpose given to us at birth? Where's the proof of that, TT? People living, people dying, proof in living. When most people are tempted to give up on their dreams, I don't think it's necessarily because they just say, you know what, I ain't got nothing else to give. Or they're simply lazy as hell. I think it's because sometimes goals are not set with passion attached. And if you aren't inspired, you're not going to do the work. I know. I love doing a few things, and lately I was just having a real conversation with my husband yesterday, and I was like, lately in certain areas, I have just been very uninspired. And I feel bad because it's like I'm letting things fall to the wayside, and it ain't meant to be that way. It ain't supposed to be that way. I want more, so I need to give more. And I want to be encouraged. And I want to be inspired. So often I look at the circle in which I stand or I sit. And then if it doesn't align with the divine order attached to my life, then I got to leave that circle. And it's not just me. It's people. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who have felt this way or who feels this way. I may be the one that's voicing it at this moment, this early in the morning, but I ain't the only one. I ain't the first. I ain't gonna be the last. I promise you that. If you thought you was the first, you got rudely awakening, didn't you? You're like, oh my God, TT feel that way too? Yeah. Yeah, the only difference is I'm sharing it with the world. See, a lot of us tend to, I don't want nobody to know. Well, let me let you in on a little secret, y'all. Sometimes we know. And you ain't fooling nobody but yourself. And you really ain't fooling yourself because you don't even believe what you say. Right? You got to learn to dig deep to discover your purpose because it's attached to your life. And you have to make some conscious decisions. Some decisions will be easier than others, and some will be difficult and very challenging. But anything worth having is worth sacrifices, right? Isn't that a saying, a cliche? But isn't it true? You work hard for the things you want. Some of y'all just take it, but it don't last long for you because you're not supposed to take from people like that. People are going to share and they're going to give and they're going to support, but you don't take what's not yours. Because I'll tell you something else. What's meant to be is meant to be. What's for you is for you. I don't care if you like somebody you don't. If that thing ain't for you, you ain't gonna get it. And you darn sure shouldn't take it. Right? Number 3, turn them obstacles into opportunities. All those no's, do they discourage you? Or do they empower you? Do they motivate you? Or do they just take the whole air out of your balloon? I think the difference between being successful and being a complete failure or a semi-failure, there really is no levels of failures. Failure level 1, failure level 2. Okay, no, we're not going to do that. It's the way you look at and put things into perspective. Right? Think about people who are successful. They challenge themselves. But they also learn from lessons. See, a lot of times we don't learn from the lessons. We'll bump our head and go right back down that same road and bump our head. Go around the corner, up the block, come back down that same road, bump our head. And then still there say, I don't know why I keep bumping my head. Well, because you're doing the same thing over and over again. It's not going to be until you discover and understand that you've already done it. It didn't work out. It wasn't for you, wasn't meant for you to let it go. Because some of y'all gonna keep on holding on, and I be looking like, are you serious? Like, do you really enjoy heartache? Some of y'all do. I forgot the saying. I think they say some people are like glutton for like heartache. Like, you know this is not gonna end well for you. You know this person is showing all these red flags. You gonna keep on. I don't know if it's because you believe. We all believe we can love somebody past their flaws. And a lot of times we can. But a lot of times we can't. And sometimes it's beyond flaws. I don't even know what you want to call it. But you know. You see it. You see the shift in the atmosphere. You feel the shift in the atmosphere. But the successful people, they take those life lessons and they say, yeah, I'm not going to do that again because I done learned my lesson from that. And I'm convinced that when we don't learn the lessons, we go down the same road time after time and we do the same thing over and over again until we say, this is not it. Okay? So you got to change your mindset. Shift it. It's okay. It's okay. And then remember the lessons given and the ones learned. The ones you don't learn will be the repeated lessons you'll have to encounter. They don't have to all be on the same level, but let's be clear. It could be level 1, level 2, etc., etc. Number 4, make yourself a plan, a strategy. Now listen, it's very easy to tell yourself don't give up on your dreams. You can write a sticky note, put it on your bathroom mirror. But it is so much harder to actually put in the work, not to give up on your dreams. It's easy just to lay down and say, I quit, I don't want to do this no more. Because you stopping what's for you. But if you say, you know what, today is a difficult day, I'm going to lay this down for a minute, and I'm going to pick it back up tomorrow. But for the rest of the day, I'm going to just take a chill pill. Right? You want to be able to play the game, not let the game play you. And we got to learn this thing called life. Every day is a challenge. Every day we're going to meet an obstacle, an encounter of a person or people that we could really, really do without. But you got to have a plan. You got to have a strategy. So when you do this, you know exactly what to do. And number 5, celebrate them small wins. We are so ready to celebrate a big win. Oh, yeah. I gotta let the world know. You don't want to let the world know about your small wins, your small victories? I do. Am I gloating? Bragging? I'm not gloating, but I could be bragging. Not bragging because I'm prideful. Bragging because I am living proof that hard work pays off, right? And sometimes we have to just celebrate ourselves. You might have people to say, that ain't no big deal. I ain't nobody about to celebrate that. It's like, okay, table for one, party for one, and celebrate yourself. You don't got to have people around to celebrate what you're doing, because remember, it's your vision. It's the plan that was given to you and you alone. And even if you get a man or a woman, boy or girl to support you, it's still your vision. They can get tired and say, you know what, this ain't working out. I'm about to go. And go. But what you gonna do? Are you gonna go because they want to go? Or are you gonna stay because you know that there's a sun on the other side of this dark hill? Totally up to you. It's your choice. It's your choice. It's your dream. It's your vision. It's your life. Whatever you decide, let it be your decision, not his decision, not her decision, not their decision, but your decision. When you look in that mirror every day and you got to be accountable for yourself about what you did and what you didn't do for the day, you don't want to sit there and try to blame him and her and them. You take ownership, accountability, and say, you know what? I got closer to my dream. Or be honest, be transparent, and say, oh, I slid back. I'm a little bit further away from my dream, but tomorrow's a new day. I'm going to lace up these shoes, and I'm going forward. I may have to take a pause. I might even have to skip, but I'm going to keep going forward. There's enough things in life that's going to try to hold you back. Don't be one of the things that's going to hold you back from your own destiny. Don't give up on your dreams. Dreams are amazing, but they're more impactful when they become reality. Well, that's all I have for you on this, what is it, Hump Day Wednesday? I think it's a wonderful Wednesday. Why? Because it's a day that we are alive, that we are well. Whether you got aches and pains, I'm feeling a little aches and pains right now, but guess what? It's letting me know I'm alive. And I'll take these aches and pains every day over death. Until that time comes when I feel no pain. And that's my journey and my opportunity to go on to glory. hopefully many years from now. But whatever the Lord's plan is, it's already been written. So in the meantime, I'm going to do the best thing I can do, and that's chase my dreams. And I want to encourage you to do the same. I will see you tomorrow for Thankful Thursday. I hope that you enjoyed this morning. And if you didn't catch our Tap In Tuesday last night, it was amazing. Had some pretty amazing women. Check it out. You can check it out on all of my social media platforms, such as Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube. I'll see you soon.